Sometimes I feel like the chosen one. I am the one, the chosen son. You know my body ain't no run it up. Too many chains can't keep them tucked. Sometimes I feel like the chosen one. I am the
Hey, welcome to Stutter podcast hosted by me, Nino Alfred, where we talk about sports, shoes, fashion, music, and many more depending on which guests we have on the podcast. But today, on the fourth episode of Stutter podcast, we back talking about music. Should be a good one. I got two special guests on episode 4 tonight. They're my close bros, and let me tell y'all something. These two need to be up there when it comes to hip hop in the Bay Area or whatever. They started from the bottom, and now they're here doing my podcast. I'll let them introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Yo, it's Almighty Omilly, aka Auto-Tune Shorty, Big Dripper from South Berkeley, Maple Street.
My name Thursday. They call me Quarterbac. I'm from South Berkeley, aka the Voodoo Baby.
And this is we Top Class Records. Shout out to Lago, he couldn't be here, but he here in spirit.
Yeah, shout out Lago. Pray for him out there doing his thing in the. What's he doing? He in the army.
He in the army.
Army.
He in the army.
Yeah, he in good spirits.
He in good spirits. Yep. We just talked to him. He got high. He happy.
So how'd y'all come up with your rap names?
Me, I started rapping in elementary school. My big brother was a rapper, and he was like my idol, I guess. I used to want to do everything he did, and then I heard 50 Cent. It was like, yo,
It's over with.
I just got, I can do that.
That 711 was crazy.
So yeah.
Well, for me, it all started by hanging out with Pac, really, because we started kicking it. City grade, started kicking it on the basketball court. He told me he rapped. I was like, cool, I'm gonna be a hype man. And I was like, I want to eventually own a record label and make beats. But the way God worked, I got hurt, played basketball, started being in the studio with them in high school every day. And eventually I picked up on rapping, and it was like, write a verse. I wrote one. It was actually pretty solid for my first one. It wasn't complete trash, but it was cool. And I started out just rapping that with my normal name. I did not have a rap name. I did not. And the ones that I came up with, we're not going to speak on right now. I'll give you that out on next episode.
Hold on. I want to know what them names are.
Nah. We're going to just keep them to the back burner. But, Almighty Omilly Omilly basically came through from Pac. He gave me that nickname. And then the Almighty part just came from just how the homie said I kind of conduct myself. And then I try to conduct myself in a higher manner sometimes, even though I can be ignorant sometimes. I still try to conduct myself as an example too. So, it's kind of just threw it on there, and it sounded cool too. I ain't gonna lie, it sounded cool as hell.
No, I fuck with that. So you mentioned about how Pac got you into music.
Yep.
And how you said your brother got you into music.
Yeah.
So I assume like y'all are close to everybody in y'all families, right? Do y'all think is that why y'all have good chemistry together? Like when it comes to music?
Yeah, because we became friends first before we started doing music, and blood can make us no closer. This my brother. I know his mom. We know each other. He know my mama. I know his mama. She called me son. My mom called him her son. So nothing can really make us no closer. So I feel like a lot of the times, and with us working together from when he first started rapping and stuff, and he told me, until when we both took it super serious, it kind of really built all that chemistry down. So it just come naturally for us.
I think for me, as far as our chemistry go, I think our chemistry, like before we ever recorded a song, that was my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like before I used to just write in my notebooks and stuff. Like before I ever got to a you heard me? Before I ever got to a studio, we already been through hell and high water. You know what I'm saying? Like we done been to hell and back. So that's why the chemistry is there, cause you know what I mean. Like
it's authentic.
Like I can turn my back and I don't have to check and see if he with me. He gonna be right there with me. You understand? So that's why the chemistry is there.
I respect that. So for both of y'all, why music? Why do y'all want to make music your passion, your career? Why music out of all things?
Music was honestly, I think I can speak for both of us. Music was secondary in our life for a long period of time. It was secondary.
A real long time.
He played basketball, I played football. You know what I'm saying? I think music, for most people that grew up where we grew up, or just not even where we grew up, because it's not an urban thing. This like
In general,
you know what I mean? Like music is always around. It's always
everything you do, you hear music. Go to a game, music, movie, music.
clean up the house. We playing oldies.
Right. You wake
know
up in the
what I'm
morning,
saying?
you hearing this playing, you know what time it is. Like
And all that. Like my mama just showed me a video, a video of when we was little kids. They used to, you know, the little spots y'all go take pictures in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got little videos of me and Debo playing those, acting like we playing the guitars. You know, it's always been part of our life and whatnot. So, and I feel like music go hand in hand with sports and everything else that we did in life. So, you know what I'm saying? I think it all goes. It's all tied in together.
that's fair. It is. It's all tied in. And with us growing up playing sports, hearing music all the time, I can't tell you how many times I used to call him. Yo, you heard the Lil Wayne song? You talking about Kobe? I mean, we was always watching sports, watching football, talking about all the greats from everything. And so, and music is always around when we doing that. It's all tied in. So, and then two, for me, my dad was doing concerts, managing artists. Like Frankie Beverly's one of my dad's close friends. And like I always grew up, my dad throw concerts for him, doing all that. And then just, it was always there. So I'm always there with them. Like, my dad even told me, you remember when we went down to the show, when they had a show with the Isley brothers, and Ron Isley was holding me with the little earphones over my head while they was doing the sound check. So, and I used to always just like dance to the old music, love it. As soon as it come on, I get in my little groove, start dancing or whatever. So it was always around. And with me and him used to work out together when we was rehabbing. We used to keep playing music loud as I don't know what. We'd be in the weight room at Berkeley High. With Mr. B rehabbing, trying to work back out, music blasting, new Lil Wayne, Kanye, Tupac, Biggie, everything, especially the Hot Boys. Hot Boys used to get started. Don't let us get started on that. But yeah, it was just, it's always there, and we just picked up. And then too, with him loving the rap too, I picked up on it naturally from him, from being around him too so much when I got hurt, and then him being around his brother, he's still picking it up. Even when he doing football stuff, he still be there with them and they pick it up.
I feel like everybody wrote a rap before. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
At least once.
Hey,
everybody. I believe
Everybody
got a few songs out there.
Oh yeah, shout out my man, you know
what it
he's
is.
feeling hot.
Yeah, you know what it is. Working on my own EP, by the way. That's something in the future, though.
Hey,
but,
go follow him, Nino Pro. Go
yeah.
follow that man.
Yep, and I'm gonna be all into that.
We're gonna be all in the video, all with him.
Hey, I made a song with Mike. It's called Freaky Type.
Oh yeah, I already know. I seen y'all was in the studio. I'm waiting for it. I want to hear that.
I got it on my phone. It's not done yet, but hey. I'm not saying it's the one, but I went out my comfort zone. So I mean, hey, ain't none of that Drake type shit. You know, it's
Oh, you got your Drake bag?
It's like.
You know,
I'm gonna go back into that bag in the EP, but this is more of like I want to try something new.
Okay,
so I did that.
it.
I did that, and Mike hopped.
Y'all heard
Mike
my man. Go check it out right now.
It ain't out yet though. But yeah, it's.
Well,
it's
get ready
gonna,
for it.
Yeah.
It's cooking.
I want to talk about your recent EP, Just a Kid from Berkeley.
Yep.
Great album.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that.
What's the story behind that album?
Basically, it was my first actual body of work for even anybody for us within top class, because we've been saying, even as a unit, we've been going to put out one, and it just, people don't understand sometimes when you be working on music and you really trying to make, like, really doing it sometimes, making an album way harder than what people realize sometimes, and, like, if you really care about how it sounds, you going to always go back, like, I kept going back to the drawing board, even us, like, Pac helped executive produce that thing, like, for sure, because it was like we kept having, even how we move is as a team and as a unit, no matter if I'm dropping, Pac dropping, Lyle dropping, any of us, we move as a unit. So he helped me executive produce the whole thing.
This is my dog Yogi, by the way. He wants to be a part of the conversation. Go ahead, keep on talking.
Yeah, Yogi fired up. But order to make sure if I put out a project, it's gonna mean something, and every song on the project meant something to me as a whole. So, just a kid from Berkeley, just explain everything, basically what I went through coming up, and then going through making music and everything. Just a little taste deeper inside what my life was growing up, coming from Berkeley too. It kind of, from my perspective, just a little bit.
Yeah, I fuck with that. What would you say was your personal favorite off the album? I know you got it's about eight songs, right?
It's 8 songs. What's crazy? Hey, sidebar. What's crazy about the song, the whole album? Kobe passed, right? And people know Kobe like my favorite player. I wore number 8 because it was significant to me, and I watched Kobe. So like, he passed like literally what, a week after the album dropped, the 26th, right?
26.
Yeah, like it's dropped the 17th. Yeah. So almost like pretty like 9 days. 9 days after it dropped, he passed 9 days after, and I didn't notice this about the song, about the album. It's 8 songs and it's 24 minutes. It said I looked at the thing and I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
And I said that's crazy how it worked, but I was like, that's wild. But yeah, it's 8 songs though. You didn't know that? Yeah.
I didn't notice that either. That's crazy.
Yo, we was looking at that. Me and Kron was looking at that the other day, dude. Like we was like, damn, it's 8 songs, 24 seconds, 24 minutes. Like that's crazy how that worked, and that wasn't even planned. Like so, but yeah, honestly though, out of the 8 songs, I ain't gonna lie, probably, realistically. Chosen One probably is my favorite one because it came up because we did not like. We heard the beat and Pac hated it, bro. Like Pac really hated it. We was in the studio.
I didn't hate the beat. I hated the hook that you wrote, the beginning of the hook that you wrote when you was writing it, and I was like, and you started singing that shit, and I was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That ain't it. And he was like, yo, just let me get to it. Let me cook. And I did. He kept singing it, and I didn't like it. And then
you went outside on the phone for like 10 minutes.
His stubborn ass, going to record it, don't give a fuck what nobody said. And he went in there and recorded it. My girl called me, I stepped out, got on the phone. I came back in the thing, I heard that chorus, I was like, yo.
You're right, it was right. I told him, I said, just let me cook, it's gonna come out to something because, like, I don't know, it was just something about Chosen One, the beat, too, when we heard it, we was going through with a dog, so many beats. For like a solid hour, cause we had a whole block session, so we used to for a solid hour and a half, really going through beats, and then I heard that one, and then I said keep that up, and we went through some more. Then we came back, and then that was like let me cook on it, and then it came out. It just came out so perfect. Like Pac can even tell you like when he did his verse, your phone was dying, huh?
Yeah, my shit was on 2%.
And we both writing our phone, and we didn't even have no charger in there.
Hell no. My shit died right after I recorded my verse. That might be my favorite. I think Chosen One is my favorite song on there.
No, yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. There's Chosen One for me right here, and then like Hottest in the City's right there.
That's what everybody say.
And then what was the other one I was fucking with? I remember saying I don't think you didn't like it, but I like Talking to Me.
No, everybody loved Talking to Me. Pac hates it. Song. Like my girl, she loves it. As soon as I made it, bro, she was like, "Say that to me." Pac was like, "I don't know if that's even it." And it was crazy. Shout out to Vidal. That was the first song me and Dude did together. And I was like, he didn't even think I was gonna pick it because it was just sitting. He was like, I didn't think. I was like, bro, it reminded me of some old school Bad Boy and Biggie. And everybody know that is my bag. I grew up on the Biggie and the Bad Boy, Mace, Diddy, all that. And shout out my cousin Jessica. She was such a New York fan of hip hop. Even Slick Rick. She put me on Slick Rick when I was like 7 years old. Like, so if I hear anything that sounds like the old school Bad Boy, it's in my bag. So
I still hate that song.
He still hate that song, but that song.
Why you don't like that song?
I don't like the beat.
He hates the beat.
I hate that beat. I can't stand that beat. I don't like the hook. I like his verses though, but I don't like the hook, and I hate that beat. I hate that beat. And I ain't the best picker of beats, cause I'm gonna keep it gangster. I'm not the best picker of beats at all, but I can't stand that beat.
He hate it with a passion.
I hate that song. And I'm mad that sidebar. I tell this all the time.
Yeah.
I'm mad that Dangerous is not on the project. Excuse my language. Dangerous with Mike. I love that song. That would have been my favorite song on the project.
It's a dope song, but I
song.
felt like it was so far gone from it was actually a year and like 5 months out from
But
the project.
sonically,
Was
I feel
it?
like
It don't seem that long, but as I was
it's
playing,
been a while.
when I
Cause we stopped
played it,
recording with Duel a while back.
before my accident, right? I recorded the song right before the accident too.
That was before the accident?
That was like a month and a half before I had the pictures, because that's the same night we all took the pictures in the studio with Nino. Nino was throwing them dollars. I was wearing that stupid headband. I was like, oh, we lit.
Oh, yeah, that was that.
I got that picture on my gram because I was like, bro, that night was like when I finally actually kind of felt more so comfortable in what I'm doing with my sound for music. Because I don't sound like the typical Bay Area artists or what people typically like listening to now. So for me, it finally, when people actually started listening to that one too, it was a little bit left for me, but it actually made me feel a lot more comfortable about what I was doing for the first time. But I would have put it on there, but it was just so far out. I was like, I'm gonna just hit everybody with a whole bunch of new stuff.
Sonically, I feel like that's the best.
Sonically,
we have
in the repertoire.
I think that's the best song. I didn't like it at first. That's why I didn't get on it. I didn't like it at first, but I love that song.
That all together, it pieced together really well too.
And I love Mike verse.
Mike was going crazy.
Yeah, Mike went crazy on that verse.
That
I remember he was there. Cause remember he was in the studio. This is Michael Denzel, by the way, we're talking about. I remember we were in the studio and you were talking about you need like one more verse, and you didn't even ask him. He was already writing.
I popped out. I ain't gonna lie. I popped out the booth. He was like, "Oh yeah, I've been writing." I was like, "Oh, bet you on it then."
Yeah, so that,
and it pieced out so well, and I was like, "Damn, Mike going in."
Keep it a. I feel like that studio session got Mike to start taking music seriously.
Back into his back. I remember he been saying.
Yeah, he said he did it, and then he been wanting to do it, but I think that studio session. I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like that studio session got him to be like, yeah, I can do this.
Like it sparked the fire under him.
And he killing it too.
And he going his album and songs that he been sending me, like it's been going crazy, and it's crazy to see the jump from Dangerous to that.
Yeah.
And it was just like, damn, because Dangerous was hard as hell.
Yeah.
And his verse was killer. And then what he doing now is just, I was like,
yeah, I respect.
Right, bro.
I respect because I don't know if he told you he wanted to do a whole like homies album, like for the summer and shit.
Yeah.
And he put that on hold because he wanted to talk about the whole Black Lives
Matter. I
movement.
understand that.
Those I think he put out 4 or 5 singles.
He did
something like that.
Like 4.
And those went crazy.
That was hard. He sent them. I was like, I wasn't even expecting it, but I understand where he was at with it, because too, with all that going on, stuff needed to be said, and I respect him a lot for doing that, because as an artist nowadays, a lot of artists may try to for real say something, or they just step away from it, and the more times they try to don't even say nothing or bring it up. So the fact that he made singles and songs talking about it, and the way he's talking about it too on his social media platform, it was really dope to me that he really just stepped outside and did that, and with him being, I'm just now releasing a lot of songs, for him to do that right now, it made it raw.
Yeah. Shout out Michael Denzel. He just hit 10K streams on Bad Guy. So shout out to Michael Denzel. Go give him a follow on Spotify also. Back to your EP. I think Maple Street and Poppin' is very underrated. Those songs for me, especially Maple Street. That was one of the first songs I listened to. Like that was obviously one of the first songs like on the album. But that whole song was just that type of music I listen to.
Yeah.
And you're featured on that song, I believe, right? Yeah. I assume Maple Street because that has something to do with y'all.
How we grew up. Basically, yeah, because Maple Street really was like a real important. That's where I grew up at. That's where I'm from. And my grandma's house on Maple Street, that really made me who I am. And then too, that was an important place for us. Yeah. Like we really figured out a lot, like being over there on Maple Street and being in that house, and we really had to like take care of the house and be in there and figure stuff out. And while still we was trying to do music and play sports at the same time. So, and it was just a lot of key things within our lives and who we are today happened on Maple Street. And I felt like it was only right too, as I'm doing a project, I haven't really ever got too deep into like how I felt about being on Maple Street, and I don't live there no more, but it always holds a special place to me. And talking about what happened to Elijah Wan, Terrence, and AG, rest in peace, man. Like it is, I never really ever got to talk about it, and that was the first time on a song. I always say I want to be able to be emotional and really touch people too, because I know people out there probably feel the same way I do too about it. Somebody that's close to me that passed away.
Yeah, Maple Street was the time he talking about was like a turning point for me, right? It kind of, I don't know if he felt this way, but it kind of changed our friendship, right? Like I always knew he was gonna be solid, whatever. But when my mom said he got Mickey at home and I needed this place to go, him and his mom, his grandma, they just welcomed me in with open arms, and that was, you know what I'm saying? That was just 100 with me. I always got Maple, his family in general, always got a special place on my heart because they didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have to do that, and so. And we just had to figure it out there. Like you said, we just had to figure it out. It was a time in life we were so far gone.
It was wild.
We was so gone. And things was happening. It was crazy. We don't get into it, but it was crazy. And we just had to figure it out.
And that low key like made us made our friendship like for real know like we for real solid with each other. And two, we both grew as like men. So like we really had to figure it out for real, and that was like a really big turning point for us.
Yeah, back against the wall.
There ain't no way out. You got to dig yourself out of this one.
Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna get us out.
And we was back to back on that. Like we got to figure it out, bro.
And so Maple Street, when them days I was spending on Maple Street, down there on Maple and Derby, them days it just showed me things about myself that, like when I grew up on Ward Street. I'm not from Maple Street. I grew up on Ward Street at the top of the South, but up there, we just do things a little different from the rest of the from the rest of the places in Berkeley. But it wasn't as crazy as when I got down there. Like we had to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it just showed me it showed me the hustle. It showed me the game. It showed me that I can figure it out. If it gave me that, fuck it, let's just go do it. Let's just go do it. Let's go figure it out. Saying. So it was important. That time in life was important to me, and so it was like a no-brainer. He made the song a no-brainer. I'm getting no-brainer.
Yeah, easy. It's like, well, maybe
easy call.
As soon as I made the song, that song took a minute to make too. Cause remember, I was building up the hook for a while because I wanted it to be like damn near perfect. Because I was like, if I'm gonna do a song like this, I gotta make sure sonically everything is good with it. And he seen it from the jump when I wrote it to when I first time I recorded it. To the second time I recorded, and to the third time, it finally kind of got right.
Yeah, it took a little while to record that song.
Yeah, so once I finally did it,
different studio sessions, different studios,
like 3-4 different studios.
It took a while to record that song.
Yeah, once we finally got it right, it was like the easy call. He hopped on it. That was the day when we did like 7 songs in a day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we knocked out a whole.
That was the first time I went to
Vidal.
I went to Vidal Studio.
Mm-hmm.
We recorded mad songs.
And we did a whole bunch of songs that day. Like so, everything just. It was divine intervention for that song too, and for how everything's kind of planned out too. So that song holds a special place. Poppin' do too though. Poppin' is undercover. It's more so I was trying to do a song in a mixture like I could kind of be deep and do something that was meaningful, but kind of give a little bit of a different type of sound. And like if you listen to some of the lyrics, it just like I said, if I love you, then I'm stuck with you. I don't care. That's how I'm rocking. Like we've been saying that since we've been forever. So so it's like I only can say that, and it means something. So popping, we always say that we popping now. Like that's the thing for us. When we figure it out, we popping. So I was like, it's only right that I got something on there. Like we got the album done.
You do what you want when you pop.
Yeah, you do what you want when you pop. It's like you said, you do what you want when you pop.
I like that song too.
Yeah. So we was popping now. We finally figured it out. We figured out some sounds and how to actually record music for real too. So popping means a lot too. It's a slept on though.
Yeah, I told you in the past that was very slept on song for me, and it was. I find lyrically that was a good song too.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. People slept on the lyrics a lot. It's like it was a little thing. I was like, okay, I'm gonna throw a couple bars. I appreciate it.
and see some of the songs I chose that were my favorites. It featured Quarterbac Pack, and for that, I mean, that goes back to y'all chemistry. I just feel like when it comes to y'all chemistry together, it's Michael and Pippen, it's Kobe and Shaq, it's LeBron and D Wade, etc.
Thank you. That's how we try to feel. We try to channel that energy. Thank you that you said it. We try to take sport aspects and like if you hear a song,
it take a
lot to get there.
A lot to cause just cause that's your homie don't mean that y'all gonna sound right.
No,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's call a spade spade.
Crafting this thing, you know what I'm saying? And we did
a lot of trial and error.
That's real though. That's real.
A lot of different styles. We did a lot of different. We tried the Jada Kiss and Style P. We tried to Migo it.
We tried to Lil Wayne.
We tried a lot of different styles to do that. Then we found our niche. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just go. It's regular now.
Mm-hmm. Now it's just like if we want to do a song like Count Your Blessings, the most song released.
You heard Count Your Blessings?
100%. We'll get to that later down. We'll get to that later down in the podcast. But I mean, in my opinion, that's one of y'all best songs together.
Thank you. That one happened on like kind of accident too. Right?
Country Blessings?
Yeah, I asked your dog for a beat pack. He sent it to me. I was like, all right, cool. I got a hook. And I was like, I ain't gonna lie, pack on some crazy.
Yeah.
And
that's my pocket. You know,
yeah, that's his pocket. And I was happy I was able to deliver something that he liked in his pocket for him too.
That's my bag.
No, we'll get to that later on in the podcast, most definitely. But I want to get to some on every episode of Stutter Set podcast. We get to talk about some type of rankings.
Kobe number one.
Kobe to go and Jordan go. It's go A, go B.
Everyone knows that, but in music aspect.
Oh, okay.
So,
Lil Wayne hands down.
I want to do this. We're gonna do top 5 rappers today, like this
like
era,
recent
rappers. I'm talking, but I want to do. Yeah, I'm not talking about all time. That's different. That's a different category.
The past like 5 years, you're gonna say.
I'd say like recent, probably
3. Let's do 3.
2-3 years, something like that.
But then right now too, in the past 2-3 years, because we're in 2020. A lot of people that's on top right now, the year for them was 2016. So would they count for it now? And them the ones that's at top for real. Except for like we know.
I want to do a top 5 rappers today that doesn't include Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, or Eminem.
Oh, cool! I'm not gonna put on them.
Because I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like they already established their rap career. Everyone knows they're up there. I want like people like this is why
I'm lost. I'm stuck.
This is why.
Yo, you don't like it either.
See, you don't like it either. See, this gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
All right. I gotta put some thought.
This is why. See, both our top 5 is gonna be different. This is why I love doing top 5 rankings or top 10. But we're gonna do top 5 this one. I know it's kind of on the spot. Y'all,
you got a 5?
You got a 5.
I got a 5.
Because mine's all over the place.
I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go 5 to 1. Keep in mind. I mean, I don't have a rapper's mindset.
Yeah.
You know, I have for what I listen to, and for that gets me bumping. You know what I'm saying? At number 5, y'all gonna be like, is he a rapper? This is not. I'm gonna go Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez
is in there though.
Bar wise, he
rap better than most rappers. And he's not even a rapper.
He's not even a rapper like that. That's what I'm saying.
Tory Lanez is think different, so I'm not even mad at that.
Number 4, I kind of started getting on his wave, kind of late. I probably say like within the last year. I wasn't really the biggest fan of him because I put Young Thug at 4. I feel like
Thug in the top 5.
Yeah, I feel like Young Thug, when he hops on a song, you know, he has his fan base. When he hops on a song, he makes that feature like that song better.
He gives it a vibe.
He gives it a different type of vibe, and I give him credit. I give him credit too. He has a different style than most rappers.
That's a fact.
And a lot of people do the same, or they copy people's shit. I feel like he has a different style, and I mean, hey, that's what you gotta do in the rap game nowadays. Number 3, I guess you can kind of put him like in the same category as Drake, not in J. Cole, Kendrick, and not lyrically, but I guess popularity wise, I put Travis Scott at 3.
He in
Yeah.
another
I
role.
feel like any song he hops on, he can't miss.
But he got a whole nother sound.
He got a whole different sound. That's true too. And
He got his own way to it.
he has a whole he damn near in his own category when it comes to music. You can put him in when it comes to fashion, shoes, and all that type of stuff. Like
He probably in my, like, for me, he in my top 5 too.
Yeah.
Because he really changed the game, and you see what he doing for his type of people. Because there's a lot of people that's like him that like that. That's why his impact is so crazy.
right,
So that goes into your top 5 ranking to the impact that you make.
right.
So
Number 2, I'm not gonna lie, I hopped on this bandwagon. I knew of him, but I didn't like listen to his all of his songs like that. I feel like NBA YoungBoy's been killing it. NBA YoungBoy has NBA YoungBoy has been killing it.
bro.
Yeah, like
40 million easy every song, easy.
He's one of those people that has a different type of style too, and I just feel like
He
any
has
song.
a formula that works.
And for me, every time I see a feature by NBA YoungBoy, I'm like, bet. I'm on Mac listen to
I'm
it.
gonna check it. I ain't gonna lie. I same way with the Migos
Yeah.
song. I said, let me see what they
Let me see what- yeah.
Young boy, boy.
And then, but yeah, I feel like the songs he raps about or sings about, whatever, is real.
It be legit raw and uncut from the heart.
Yeah, and I could not relate 100% to his lifestyle, but I'm just saying like some of the stuff he raps about, it's just crazy.
Same here.
Number 1, I think it's, for me, it's a no-brainer because I mean he's been killing the feature game.
Baby.
Has to be
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby, like, dude just can't
What's
miss.
crazy for him not to be a rapper, not to be grow up being a rapper,
Right.
and to do what he's doing right now. It's crazy, but it's not impossible. But it is crazy to see where he was at, because I used to listen to him too. I hopped on it when my first song I heard from him was in 2016 because I was listening to like Young Thug on Pandora, and then Lil Baby and Marlo popped up. You same here, bro? I said, I ain't gonna lie, Lil Baby hard, bro. So I can't even be mad at you there.
No, I first heard of him. I don't even remember what year it was. I remember I was watching YouTube and some dude had it in the background. I was like, hey, what song is this? It's kind of hard. And ever since I heard that song, I just been falling. And he's personally been. He's probably like all time for me. Just listen why he definitely probably top 5. Like it's the same thing with YoungBoy. If I see a Lil Baby feature, I'm like, all right, bet it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be. I gotta listen to this song. And when it comes to Lil Baby though, we'll get to your top 5 in a second. If y'all thought about it.
This man, disclaimer now, this man has not thought about it. I'm not gonna cap. I got about 2 out of these 5. So work with me now.
Do y'all think the run that Lil Baby's having right now is comparable to what Lil Wayne had his run?
Not even close, because you
And
just
that's no knock to Baby.
Baby's killing it, but Wayne was like a.
Wayne was on a whole different
It
level.
was like a 7.
I think people, I
7-year
see this
run.
a lot too. I see this a lot, and I think people forget the dominance that Wayne showed. Because the gap between Carter 2 and Carter 3,
2006 and 09.
People forget that even though he didn't have an album, he was on every song on the radio.
And he had
That's
over
facts.
probably 20 mixtapes, 20, 30 mixtapes.
The
In
mix-
3 years span between the album
Wayne
and
was
over
crazy.
1,000 songs in
And
each
that's
mixtape.
no knock to Baby, because I
Yeah.
think Baby is retarded. Baby is so crazy. The Baby
But-
is so crazy. But
Wayne was just a different animal.
I just
back
feel like
then.
people got to stop with the. I be
Comparison.
saying that Wayne. People throw that around a lot, and I be like,
Let him
people
be
forget
Baby.
what Wayne meant to. If you grew up around our age group,
Wayne was the guy.
Wayne
That's
was.
facts.
It was beginning. It was 50-50 was important. I say this all the time. 50, at least to my neighborhood, 50 was important.
I used to wanna be
When he
50
dropped
Cent, bro.
"Get Rich or Die Trying,"
Do
I was
rags.
young, but what it meant to us in from my neighborhood, it was like the soundtrack of the streets.
Mhm.
And then Wayne showed, well, me and my brother, Wayne showed us just the work ethic, how we
good.
felt about Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe work ethic. Same thing with Wayne and
We've
music.
been saying that though since the Kobe song came out. We was like, apply his work ethic to Kobe's game. You see why he didn't make the song too. So
Wayne work ethic was crazy, but I just feel like, yo, Wayne, you got to go back and look at them numbers Wayne was doing.
No, that's facts.
He was on everything, every song.
And what's
He was on
messed up-
everything on the radio.
what's messed up nowadays too if Wayne would have had the streaming error
Oh yeah.
of his songs, people don't like to talk about it. Wayne would have had the streaming error, nobody would touch his record.
Oh yeah.
Because you know how we all had iPods back then, right? Remember in 06, 07 when the new drought came out, we didn't know which one was the newest.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
a
ain't
fact.
heard this song, so I'm getting it from you. That's the aspect. You got that? He used to show me like, oh, it's that one. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm gonna download it. You write it down until you go home. Like I'm about to get on the computer and get this song.
Yeah.
But I do also think that evolution is on Baby side because sonically the songs might sound a little better in 2020
Then it did because if you
than
look at
they used to do.
Beat Without Bass quality was not good.
Yeah,
That was
that's what I'm saying.
2004,
So
and that song was hard, and we listened to it anymore.
That's a fact. But just because the sounds got better, people got more, the producers got more skillful, so the sound
And
sound
engineers
better.
got better, and then the technology
saying?
advanced.
That'd be on Baby side. But as far as I'm just old enough to remember that Wayne.
Crazy run.
That Wayne was
Remember,
crazy.
bro,
Yeah, that was
Carter
crazy.
3 sold 1 million in the first week. We said
I hated that album.
what?
Wait, the Carter. What Carter?
Carter 3.
Oh.
Hey, we gonna say this. We gonna call a spade a spade. Do we both agree on this one, Carter 3? Bruh,
Huh?
did we both agree the same about Carter 3 compared to Carter 2? That there was mixtapes harder than probably Carter 3. Carter 3
Carter 3
is hard though.
Carter 3, bro.
It's hard, but
I mean, Carter 3. Like, if
it's the build up.
yeah. I mean, if you talk about the whole album, like, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, but some of the songs on the albums, that is legendary.
Yeah,
Some of the songs
because they
are
were
trash.
soul, but like Omilly,
I hate that shit.
Omilly was so hard back in the day, and I look at it now. I don't know how I was playing it so much.
You
Like,
know why I don't like Carter 3? Maybe this is just me. I don't like Carter 3 because I think Carter 3, that gap between Carter 2 and Carter 3 is when Wayne became,
Wayne,
he stopped being a content guy and started being like
lyrical, spiritual,
spiritual miracle. And that's cool. And like I was telling my girl the other day, that is hard to do. That's hard to do. So I respect everybody who can rap like that. That's hard to do. But it kind of takes away from the replay value in my eyes, because I just like rappers that can say something that
means.
that hit me deep, like, you know what I'm saying? I just like when you talk about something. I just value that a little bit more. That's why I don't like Carter.
And Carter 3, there was a lot of that when you start seeing that real lyrical, spiritual, lyrical side.
That's
Omilly
when
was the
it starts
pure example of it. Omilly sold so many records for him though. So like you can't blame him if he went more toward that side, but still, it's not the same equivalent as the other mixtapes. And the Carter 2 has so much content. Like Shooter, it's probably one of my favorite songs on there. Like the pure sonically wise, sonically the song Shooter is hard. So it hit different. Like on Carter 3, Carter 3, it hit, but looking back at it now, it was a lot more hype behind it than the content in like music wise. Because there's Wayne mixtapes that I go back to this day.
100%.
That I love and put me in nostalgia of what's going on.
100%.
But the Carter 3 wasn't bad. It just wasn't the best.
It wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't the best album that he had. Like a lot of people try to equate to because of sales.
I think Carter 3 is where Wayne said, I want to be the best rapper alive. That's what I think. I think Wayne on Carter 3, he just wanted to show that he raps better
than everybody,
than other people. And when you do that, you the content take a back seat, because like Wayne is like Eminem to me. Eminem can rap. Eminem rap circles around majority of people who rap, because Eminem can rap. He can rhyme syllables. He can rhyme words that don't rhyme. Words that, like, why is that together?
Right.
Eminem can do that. Same thing with Wayne. And I just think to me personally, it take a back seat. I like content. I like Kevin Gates. I like people who talk about something.
And what's crazy about Kevin Gates, he can rap too.
And if I had my 5, call back to what the topic was, my 5 would be Kevin Gates, the baby, Lil Baby.
Lil Baby. The baby in your top 5 right now?
No, Young Boy, huh?
That's it. The baby in your top 5?
I love the baby, bro.
The baby
I
be
love
going.
Baby.
It's just that sound, but it's his sound. It's his
I love
sound,
the
so you
Baby.
can't be mad at it. But
I love it. I love
but
that.
you know, I just feel like it feel like how Gunna for me, his sound is starting to get, cause he got put on everybody's feature too,
He
and
wanted to be on everybody's album.
everybody put him on their album, so it washed his sound
But the
out.
baby, I feel like the baby is.
But that
I
one,
think he
bro.
setting up for something different.
yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
he
I think
showed
the
us
baby trying to go into another realm. He trying to go into like.
CEO mode.
I think the baby trying to go into like pop star, and he trying to go into that. Like his songs is just different.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? His songs is just different. Like they got pop star elements to his records and whatnot.
Mm.
The sound,
And
I
that-
used to hate it. I used to when he first got popping, I couldn't stand it. I hated the way he rapped.
Yeah.
But after a while, bro, it grew on me. I fuck with the baby and Lil Baby. I fuck with both of them. But I fuck with the baby though.
The baby,
And he's solid. Like
he's solid.
As solid as they come.
he in my top like
Solid as they
6. He gets to be at 6 for me because it's that sound. For me, it has got kind of.
Kind of play.
But on that one he just dropped last week, bro, I heard a couple songs and I was like, okay, I like this. It was like when you heard Kurt. The intro on Kurt
Yeah.
is so fucking different.
Yeah.
And when he dropped that as his second project, I said, damn, he came back with this shit? I was like, he's fucking with it.
I fuck with, but I don't really listen to too many rappers though. I don't,
Yeah.
and nothing against them. I just don't. I listen to. I can tell you what I listen to. I listen to a dude out of LA. His name Young Threat. Like that.
I watch you listening to him on the thing the other day.
I fuck with Threat. He be popping it. I fuck with him. I listen to rappers that y'all probably don't know about. That's what I listen to. I listen to like I said, Young
Hey,
Threat
go
out
ahead.
of LA.
Name your top 5. It's gonna be easier for you. Go
I don't
ahead.
got a top 5. 'Cause I don't feel like I
What's
said.
your top 5 go to right now? Fuck.
My
Let's
top
do
5
that.
go to.
Yeah, let's do that.
It depends on the bag I'm in. Like, cause I can go from, like I said, I've been off Young Threat for the last couple days.
What's your bag just on a typical day, no matter what genre? Top 5 people you just listen to in the top.
People I've
every
been
day.
listening to. I've been listening to Brosty. I listen to Brosty every day. I listen to Starlito out in Louisiana.
Started over going stupid.
I listen to Starlito. I listen to, like I said, Threat. I've been listening to Threat every other day. He from LA. He really dope. I listen to who else I listen to? I fuck with Frosty still.
Frosty goes
I
stupid.
still fuck with Frosty.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that who tripping goes.
I still fuck with Frosty, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Frosty. But I've been off him. I've been off Young Boy, of course. I've been off. I ain't gonna lie, I've been listening to a lot of Kodak.
Hey, Kodak.
I've been listening to a lot of Yak, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Free that, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I've been off a lot of Kodak. I've been off that
Which one? His album?
Vulture's. What's that thing? I think it was Vulture's Cry or
Vulture's Cry. That snippet. That snippet of
I've been
Vulture's
off
Cry.
that. Kodak is cold. I love Kodak. Kodak is cold. But
He authentic.
yeah, I don't really listen to too many of these rappers now. Like, ain't nothing against them. I like to listen to songs that.
It's you.
You know who I'm off of a lot though, and he know, but you might not. I'm off Jadena like every
Jenna.
day. That's like my
Jadena.
favorite artist in the
Jadena
world,
is
Nigerian
like the
artist.
Classic Man.
Classic Man. You remember Classic Man?
Oh, okay.
But other than that,
Listen to his actual
Jadena
album.
is he's like my
He
favorite.
put me
Oh,
on him.
I gotta say him.
Who?
TF Third,
TF
Long
Third.
Beach, California.
Hard.
He's my Jadena, Kevin Gates, TF Third, my 3 favorite artists right now. I listen to them 3 every day, literally every day. Shout out them 3.
Fuck with it.
But you listen to Jadena, he's like that. Well, I don't listen to Jadena, he's like that.
His music is beautiful.
he make beautiful music.
You're right. Beautiful music, bro.
It ain't no gangster. It ain't none of that. It's
just pure music.
he
It's like
he
music.
like that.
Yeah, bro. It's
I
like
fuck with
it's a
it.
good listen, bro. A great
Feel
listen.
good. He feel
It
good.
make you feel great when you listen to it. You in a bad mood, turn some Jadena on. I bet you start smiling and vibing. Guaranteed.
I listen to a lot of him.
Did you ever figure out your top 5, or you just
My top 5 changes every day, honestly.
I can tell you his top 5 right now. He gonna go Uzi. He gonna go.
Nah.
He gonna go Lil T-shirt. He gonna go Lil Eye Patch. He gonna
Do I look like me though? Nah.
Nah, just play. Go ahead, Neil.
Nah, but speaking of names, I figured out there was some nigga named Lil House Phone, cuz.
it's a house phone, a little house phone.
Like,
Whoever you are, little house phone, you my favorite rapper. Period. I don't care.
just because your name is House Phone.
That's
You're
fire. What?
British,
Little house phone, little Wi-Fi, little house phone. They gotta make a duo.
Yeah.
They gotta make a joint album.
The house.
I'm in the crib with it.
I'm going to the couch with it. But like my top 5 from today's rappers switch. Question: you don't put Future in your top 5. Now, where does he place that for you? Would he count it today's rappers, or would he be in that Drake category?
Nah, I think
Future.
He's in his own. He's in that Drake draft.
Yeah,
I feel about Future. I feel about Travis Scott. I feel like when he said Travis Scott, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, Travis Scott might be in the middle realm right now.
I mean,
although
Future the king of trap music.
Yeah,
you say he the what? A who?
King of trap music.
I guess.
Right now.
I'm just saying. Like, when you like think about like OGs, like he like I mean like not OG.
What
I'm
about
just saying
WAP?
from like
What T.I.?
no I'm saying like from like the last like 10 years.
I feel like
WAP,
T.I. and
10
Jeezy
years,
is like no. I think they like the pioneers of that. So I get what you're saying.
T.I. was like before
can see
2010.
But 2010 was like a solid year for him.
I can see what he's saying about what's name. I think WAP, Jeezy, T.I. You don't gotta say that they like the pioneers of trap music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are. But I just have to get the clarification of him because like he makes songs and it hits you different. Oh, I got my top 5, bruh. Number 5 for me is Dirk. Nobody mentions Dirk. Lil Dirk. Nobody mentions Dirk. Dirk is in my top 5.
Very underrated to me.
Dirk is very underrated as a songwriter as a whole, and I love the way that he makes songs. He being 100% legit himself and making music that he being 100% legit. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can feel his music. Like he said, he took on the moniker of he's the voice of the streets, and he gets a lot of street love. And too, for me, like I can really fuck with Dirk. He's in my everyday bag right now. Yeah. Like for real, as today's artist, and the fact that he's been out big, he's like Sosa. He came out, he was lit. He took a little break and he came back again. He
Sign to
still
the Streets one is one of my favorite.
He put me on that
one
album.
of my favorite albums or whatever mixtapes to listen to. I can listen to Sign to the Streets one, front to back, no skipping. I love that project.
He put me on the Lil Durk.
The first Sign to the Streets that Lil Durk did, I can listen to that straight through, no skipping. I love Durk. Durk is fire, super fire.
But I put 5 at Durk. Thug is like 4 for me. Thug get a 4 because Thug get a 4 because Thug.
I think y'all disrespect Thug. I'm just gonna put that
No,
out there right now.
You know why I give Thug a 4? I give Thug a 4. Nah, he could be 3. Thug can actually be 3 because Thug does a whole different thing to a song, and everybody on his label is actually coming up. Like he got that artist Lil Key. Yeah. Key, you heard about Key? Yeah, my girl put me on Key. Key hard, and Key like a baby Thug, but Key hard too. And Key is making his way, and he don't just use Thug name, but Thug is managing all his artists right too. And for him to able to make he said So Much Fun was his legit album, and to do the numbers that he did from the numbers that he been listening to Thug, and you know what he kind of do normally, like the 35, 40 year range, and he got to 60, and you saw the progress, and then he go from 50, and then he jumped to 120, and it was like, yo, it was a crazy jump. So I can give him 3.
Thugger, why I say I think y'all disrespect Thugger, cause I think for me the biggest attribute Thugger got, is the fact that, like he said, Thugger can get on the song and make the song fire. It ain't too many people. Like, it's a lot of people who get on the song and do their thing, but ain't too many people that get on the song and make the song better.
I ain't gonna lie. On one of his album, that One Watch song, I'm so happy.
14-11 in a baseball game.
Sorry, bro. That baseball score was nasty. But ooh, that step was hard. But yeah, like on that One Watch song on one of the deluxe, but Gunna only did one verse. Thug did the hook, the chorus, the bridge. Gunna did one verse. Gunna verse was hard, but Thug made the song. When he come in, the cadence that he had, he made you want to bounce. And you was like, oh, okay. So I get what he's saying about Thug.
Thug is like an alien.
Doug, but Doug, he can be in the same. Can he be in the same boat as he on his own level?
Yes.
Yeah. So okay, we just don't throw Doug. We just can't throw Doug in there then, because if we gonna call a spade, he a whole different creature, and he got a lot of babies out here. We just gonna call spades. Him and Future got a lot of people that want to be him. So there's a lot of in Atlanta right now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
There's a lot of them that's coming out, and you can see it. It's evident, and a lot of people take on to. But when you like that impactful to people, and you sound how you do, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Not to cut you off, I forgot to say a name when I was saying a name. I forgot to say a name. My bad. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I've been off mad Fabio for him. I've been off mad Fabio for him.
I'm not gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. I wasn't the biggest Pop Smoke fan before, but then I listened to his whole albums recently. That's gotta be one of the best albums of 2020.
It was the best. It was probably the best album.
Pop Smoke has got one of the most unique voices
ever.
See, I wasn't.
50 Cent
I wasn't a
swag,
fan of his sound, but then when he went on this album and started doing some singing stuff, and I was like, oh shit, okay, he could really do this with that sound.
Yeah.
He could do like go into a different like realm and do like singing. I was like, I ain't gonna cap, like fuck, like R.I.P. Fuck. I wish I would have listened to more music.
That's
before he passed.
When we saying like, you know, I've been off him for a minute. My little brother put me on him on Twitter, and I said it to him. And he was like, "This baby 50 Cent, and us loving 50 Cent. If we love 50 Cent, so that nostalgia of his sound, and it's a new sound.
Nah, don't do that.
He sound like
you're a liar. You're a liar.
What?
You don't love 50 Cent. You
Whatever.
don't love 50 Cent.
Bro, I got the pictures to prove because
you don't love 50 Cent.
We don't know your receipts.
You've been calling 50 Watch for like 20 years now.
He's been a watch since 2010, bro. We're gonna call a spade. The Give Richard That Turn Massacre was hard as hell. Before I
you don't get to say that we love 50 Cent. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
No, don't touch me. Stop lying. Stop lying, bro. I'm gonna call a spade. You lying.
You don't get to say that you love 50 Cent.
I love 50 Cent. I don't know what you mean. I got the pictures. We ain't got the receipts. We've been looking for about 8 years now. I'm still waiting.
What?
Receipts for you love 50 Cent. We don't have them.
Receipts of me loving 50 Cent.
We don't have them.
What you talking about? Wearing
do-rag, anything. We don't
have them. I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did. You did that one.
Let me change the subject.
You're right.
We've been on that one for a long time.
Yeah, but I gotta give you top 5 though for real. Let me just I'm with my everyday is Future, Thug, Lil Baby, bruh, and then you know honestly, it just depends what I'm in because sometimes I go back to old music, bro. So like I said, bruh, like the 5 said, I listen to Uzi a lot though, cause I've added the littles that came out in the 2016, bro.
Stop referring to them as the littles.
You did too before, but look at, hey, I'm gonna let everybody call them the littles, and everybody thought a lot of them wasn't gonna sustain, but some of them are holding their ground still. So like I listen to Uzi a lot, bruh, cause I like the cadence and sounds he bring, the stuff that he do. He a rock star, but his music has a whole vibe to it too.
Can you just concede that I was right about my fact when all the littles start popping
but
up?
remember, I was on your page. No, you told no, that was the white.
I was like, listen, I told you that I like Uzi. I like some of them little guys, but I feel like the first person who take that sound and make it theirs, and they gonna be the one to sustain. And I predicted that it was gonna be Uzi. And I don't hear from the littles no more.
Nah, Boat's still selling a lot.
Who?
Lil Yachty's still doing his thing.
I don't.
But Boat got his own sound.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Yachty is in that as far as the littles. I think his name is just Little.
Yeah. He can do his own thing, but he sustained his own and he built his own fan base and own sound. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of the people that really like.
I didn't like Boat at first.
Yeah, at first, like, remember I told you, I was like, give him a second. He kind of new to it, so it might.
I like his business. I still don't like him though. I like his business stuff. I respect his.
Yeah, he's a great businessman. But I like his music. He be going off sometimes, and I listen to his catalog. I
like that camp. I just really love that camp.
They
remind me of like they remind me of like No Limit.
No Limit. Everybody's
the
on
grind that they got over there
at QC.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
They remind me of like No Limit.
And they got it out the mud.
Like early Birdman and Cash Money and them. Like I just love that grind.
And
I love that camp.
And they artists. Some of their artists early too. It's built up.
Yeah.
And you gotta love that.
And I feel like they still do. They like one of the only labels that do artist development.
They got a lot of artists that you won't know, but that makes a way. That's doing their thing.
I like that shit. I like that. I respect that hustle.
I respect that grind. That grind is crazy for that. And if And for us to seeing what they did, we can only hope to do business. How good that's No Limit.
I'll put you on. You know who I didn't say in my five, who should be in everybody five from California? Dom K.
But Dom K been out.
I don't care. He's like one of. I put it on Twitter the other day. I said Dom K might be the greatest out of California of all time. I love
Dom K, bro. After School is still one of the craziest songs I ever heard in my life.
Dom Kennedy should be in everybody five. Just the way he hustled, the way they took out the middleman.
They did their own stuff for years.
Yo, I can be a nerd all day for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. My bad,
It's
all good. That's what we grew up on, bro. We got our own label, so it's only those type of things that really motivate you. Like, yeah, you can do this. So, you feel?
Let me change subject quick. That was a good topic right there.
We talk about music all day.
Nah, I fuck with it. How do y'all feel about the hip hop culture in the Bay Area today? Do you feel like the people at the top of the game are representing well?
I think it's a lot of it's a lot of sucker shit going on. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of sucker shit going on.
And the whole Bay Area rap scene.
It's a lot of sucker shit happening. And I don't know the particulars because, my mama taught me at a young age, don't pay attention if it don't concern me. You heard me?
Mind the business that pay you.
But I feel like it's a lot of sucker shit going on in the Bay Area. And it's been like that for a little while now. And I feel like sonically, I was just telling him, maybe it's because I'm from California. Sonically, you remember, did you watch the Snoop Dogg DMX little verses thing?
Yeah, a little bit.
I know that's not the Bay Area, but sonically, the way all I learned from that, and I love DMX. I always say DMX like my spirit animal. I feel like he talked to my soul when I listen to DMX. He's one of my favorite ever. But Snoop is like, to me personally, Snoop is like one of them ones, bro. Like Snoop is godly, right? But watching that live, watching that verses, bro, I think all I learned from that, and like I said, this might be because I'm from California. All I learned from that is that the West Coast, or California in general, make better sounding music than a lot of places, right? And back to the Bay Area, because I feel like we play a big role in that. I feel like LA scene is Bay Area's old scene, and that's no knock to LA artists because I love LA artists, but whatever. I feel like if we got all the sucker stuff out the way,
we can make a big wave.
A lot of people can eat, bro. A lot of people can eat, and and the music is fire. I love
Cyborg. There's no reason Iron Shoe shouldn't be kind of bigger than what
he's
he
like
is.
One of the greatest rappers.
He's one of the greatest rappers and pure sonically, and he knows how to make beats, bro. So it's like
he's like one of the greatest rappers
bro.
in California. Period. He's not from the world. Period. He's like one of the greatest.
You don't meet that many people that can do the same type of stuff that Sue can do. So, like, if as a Bay Area as a whole, as a unit of artists, if we can get, like he said, a lot of that sucker shit out the way and really move our music like how we could. You see how Atlanta and telling them move? Bro, if we can move the sucker shit out the way, everybody can eat because we make a vibe and a sound that's crazy. And a lot of people can benefit off our own sound and California sound in general. Mm-hmm. And then, like even Mustard said, a lot of his stuff, everybody like, you started bass sound? No, I grew up on Too Short, 40, and all these people. Shout out to Uncle 40, bro. Like, a lot of these people make sounds for other people to eat off of now today. Right. So, like, if we can get a lot of this sucker shit out the way and really do what we know we can really make a way because there's so many talented artists out here. So, it's just...
The Bay Area in general and everything is one of the most creative places
as a whole
in the world, bro. In everything. So, whatever it is that we doing here, we're going to be one of the best at it, regardless. And I just feel like it's too much sucker shit. It's too much
man against man,
hating,
person against person.
It's too much backdoing. It's
like
too much
because you doing business this
square
way.
Shit. Like but that happens in everything. I just feel like in general we just need to stop hating on each other. That's just how I look at it, bro.
That's a fact.
And I don't look at the homie or not the homie because it ain't gotta be my homie. I don't look at people eating and thinking, yo, they taking food out of my mouth.
Right. No,
I want everybody to win.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I mean, it's naive as that sound, or as cliche as that sound. Really, me, I say this all the time. I want everybody from California to make it, except for the ops. Fuck them. But other than that,
that's stands tall.
Other than that, bro, I'm not hating on nobody, bro. Like it's enough money out there for us all to eat. And I feel like when they talk about when they talk about eras and cities and coast and regional. You know how they be like the South been running it for a long time, and they be like the East Coast is right next behind. I don't feel that. I don't feel like that. I really don't feel like that. I feel like the West Coast always been in the mix. I feel like the West Coast has always been one of the best as far as sounds and sonically. California has always been better than a lot of places. You understand me? And I just feel like we hate on each other too much. And I feel like the same thing with New York. And us, we watched it happen to New York. We watched them beef with each other and fall apart. You know what I'm saying? And then to the point where up until this new wave of New York artists, they was trying to sound like Atlanta and stuff.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Me? Us, I feel like we have a sound here, and so we never lost it. So we don't try to sound like nobody, but it's just too much sucker shit. Like, it's too much sucker shit. It's way too much sucker shit. And I think that's what's holding us back is the fact that niggas want it to be the most dangerous place and blah, 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 blah. Or niggas want to hate on each other. And niggas want to see, yo, I saw SOB get popping, and that inspired me in this nigga, bro. That inspired me in this nigga. I'm like, yo.
They did it with
I don't know them niggas personally. He know a couple of them. I don't know them niggas at all. I don't know them niggas from Campaign. All I'm saying is I watched them get popping, and I was like, yo. I watched them bubble in California, and then I watched them go, you know, get crazy, and people outside of California noticing them. And I was like, yo, that's fire, bro. That's fire, bro. And I feel like it couldn't happen to a better city. I feel like Vallejo get overlooked a lot.
They make, bro, like, Mandre, bro, they get overlooked so much. And then to see them finally get artists to really pop, and it's multiple of them. So it's like, oh, yeah, they did it. And that's inspiring,
I just feel like you got it.
Everybody can eat. Yo, can everybody eat?
Coochie? That's the dog Coochie. That ain't your dog.
Yogi
for everybody.
Like I said, my dog, he an LA cat. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So there you go. But he has his opinions too about all that type of stuff. Hey.
But sonically, as I like the artists out here. I like what they doing out here. Musically, I love the music. I just feel like we just gotta eliminate the sucker shit. Like, we just really gotta eliminate the sucker shit. Like, I ain't saying everybody be friends and everybody be cool. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Don't let it fuck up the money and the hating.
Stop the sucker shit.
Everybody can eat. We all can eat.
Stop holding each other down.
Because look at everybody right now, how it's going, like Atlanta. Even if they got problems, it may not meet the internet or something, but it don't make it crazy or nothing. You feel me? So they still able to work together and everybody eats. If we can be on that, like, just don't let nothing really fuck up your cheese. You feel me? We can make a big pathway to some great music and a lot of artists getting on. And it will be stopped the notion of there's just something about Bay Area artists.
I felt for the longest that the Bay Area been had something to say. I felt for the longest that the Bay Area been had something to say, and I feel like our contribution is needed. And I feel like we're too vital to hip hop. I feel like people don't like to say it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like E40 Too Short. That shit is too vital to hip hop, to the history of hip hop, for us to be at the bottom of the barrel like we are, and that's solely because it's too much sucker shit. Because the music sound better here than a lot of other places too. I'm gonna keep it gangster.
And you can find it in almost any type of music you listen to out here, like for real, bro. You can find anything you want to really out here. People out
shout out
here
MPK. You know what I mean? RIPAG. Shout out MPK. Y'all keep grinding. Everybody, if y'all listen to this, go listen to him.
Bro. Shout out to homie LOE Gino, bro. Go listen to him. Bro, and the homie Dave Steezy, bro. Bro, we all can eat, bro. It's like we all gotta stop acting like we all can't do this, bro. We all too talented out here tonight, acting like we all can't do this. It gotta stop. Be this dog eat dog mentality we have when we all can use each other to make sure we all eat, bro. So
that's real.
That's how I feel about the Bay. Too much sucker shit.
No, that's real. I want to play y'all your newest song, "Count Your Blessings." Um, so we'll let the audience hear it, and we'll be right back.
For me to slip, so I be low-key cross the bridge. All out pressure 46. Watch me orchestrate a blitz. Me and Holy roll running, meeting Heavy in the burbs. They know we under oath. You do not speak on what you heard. Lord forgive me, I'm a good nigga. I just came from out the trenches. Boy, he caught, he dodged the visit. No, it's illegal to sharpen the interest. Big Chief, really one of them niggas that injured. They follow this not superstition. It's a little different. I read the Quran and one with the herb, but they say I'm a Christian. Cross the waters, I'm retarded. Feel like I'm the man now. We built this off a cross, ain't never asked for handouts.
Second win, second chance of life. Yeah, we can't win with granny kids. 10 toes down, we can never slip. Surviving.
And we're back. You can listen to the full song on Spotify, Apple Music. Give them a follow. You won't regret it. Explain the song. What was the thought process when making the song?
You want to explain it, or you want me to do it?
You go and I'll just feed off you. Go ahead, you first.
All right. Well, count your blessings. Basically, it basically means deeper than what the lyrics was for us. Cause like, if you know, for like me, I had a car accident like in February 2019 that really almost took my life. So like, it really made me start saying that you gotta count your blessings. You don't know what's gonna happen. Like we've been through so much, had to dig ourselves out the mud, like literally, and pick each other up, literally. And like that song's about. You gotta count your blessings. You gotta be dedicated. No matter what's going on, you gotta count your blessings. Be dedicated. Continue to go. Cause it can instantly be gone like that if you take it for granted. And like no cap, during that time, bro, we doing shows, doing a whole bunch of stuff, just having fun. But I can say for myself, I was taking shit for granted, bro.
That's a fact.
I know I was taking this shit was getting crazy. It was just getting Mickey, and this wild shit was happening. I'm not doing, you feel me? I'm not doing music shit, not even caring about really what's going on. Just trying to make it, but trying to do it living, bro. And it was almost like that. Blink of an eye gone. So for me, it was just for us and his pocket of stuff he rap from the heart with pain sometimes. And like two, it was more of a good song that kind of a lot of people could kind of relate to, and it made you want to listen to it. But we was able to use our pain, what we've been through, and to talk and turn into a positive thing, so we can do. So you feel me? That's how I feel about it.
Count Your Blessings. How I feel about Count Your Blessings. How that come about? I wasn't there when he recorded it. He sent it to me. I was with my girl. I think we was in the city somewhere. But he sent it to me, and I listened to it, and I was like, it was like I had to make it a replay it again. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I text you. I'm like, yo, I'm on it. What are you talking about? You retarded. I'm on that right now. I think that was right after Just a Kid.
That was right after.
Right after.
That was literally the first song I recorded after that.
He sent me that and another song, a song called Low Key.
Low Key,
we haven't released yet, but he sent me those two, and I heard that Count Your Blessing. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You know, he said I like to talk. I like to, like I said, I just like content rap. That's the type of music I like to make. I like to talk about something, and Count Your Blessings. You know, not to suck the air out the room, but last year it was just insane for me. The end of the last year was crazy. It was some of the craziest times I ever experienced. It was crazy, and so it just, I'm here for a reason is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, we took this for granted. We've been rapping for a long time, and Just a Kid came out January of 2020. You know what I'm saying? We didn't put out no project. I've been rapping since high school and never put out a project. You know what I'm saying? And so if that don't show you that we've been taking this for granted, and we've been taking our gifts for granted, and we put so much. Well, I can't speak for both of us, but I put so much in front of music. You know what I'm saying? I put just stupid shit. It ain't even shit that's important. Like a bunch of niggas saying something, or like little stupid shit. But I put it in front of music, and last year it just showed me, yo, nothing else matters, bro. You here for a reason. Because if I wasn't here for a reason, I would have been gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And saying, I know you feel the same way in that car crash. with that car crash. I texted you when he was in the hospital. Was it you out?
I called you right after.
I know you called me when it happened, but I'm saying when you sent me the picture of the car,
yeah,
and I text you, I'm like, yo.
I still get that message on my phone.
Y'all be like, yo, this is a sign, bro. It's a wake up call. You can look at it one or two ways. Like, yo, God keep fucking with me and keep putting me through these fucked up situations. Why? Or you can look at it like, yo, it's him showing me that, yo, this can all be gone. Stop playing with it.
Yes.
It can all be gone. Stop playing
so
with
easy.
it. You know, DW from Long Beach, I listened to him too. He was like, yo, I had to learn the hard way. I used to tell God I was giving it up. I had to learn the hard way. Stop playing with cuz. Yo, stop playing with it because it could be gone. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I looked at it last year. And Count Your Blessing just summed all that up for me. Like, talk, you know, let the pen bleed.
On me, that's all it was.
I chose each line for both you guys' verses that stood out to me, and I want y'all to explain this. I want to start with Almighty Omilly. Put my life and my soul on the line for my shit. Mamba mentality. I swear I'll never quit. Explain that line.
So for me, like growing up playing basketball for me was always a struggle because I'm diabetic and a lot of people know that. And I used to be in and out the hospital a lot, so I was playing with my life a lot of times, but I was like, I didn't care, bro. Like, I would let, like, a lot of my shit just go. He asked him, I wouldn't take my medicine. I'll be working out all day. I'm like, fuck it. I'm about to, if I pass out on the court, bro, whatever. It's cool. I'll be all right, man. Just take me to the hospital, call my mama. Y'all know her number. Like, that's how I took everything. I'm even like that in the studio. I'll be having low blood sugar. I'm like, nah, let me finish the verse. Cuz, man, take a break. Go drink something, bro, and then come right back. It's okay. We got time. He telling me, slow down, stop rushing. So, like, for me, like, I didn't care what was going on. My accident was right after leaving a show, bro. Like, so, like, I was, like I said, I was taking shit for granted. I was living crazy. I put my life in line for, that's to say, I'm putting my life in line for this shit sometimes. But I gotta know to, basically, I still gotta take care of myself, even though I'm being dedicated to this shit. I'm still, like, I'm down for whatever I need to do for us to really get our job done, and the passion that I have behind it. A lot of people may not see it, but he know I do so much, like this research, little stuff just to get better at rapping, because I'm late to the party in rapping, bro. I started when I was 17, so cuz been rapping longer than me. Everybody been doing music longer than me that I know that's really doing it. And I just hopped it one day. Everybody knew me for, I sold shoes, I'm the sneakerhead, and I hoop. And then one day, people noticed, like, okay, you're doing music now. So, I'm late to it. So, I have my mentality with it, because I had the same way with basketball. I worked out all day, I worked out extra hours. I did all that. So, I still have to do that with music. So, that's why I put it in the song. Like, Mamba mentality, I swear I'll never quit. It don't matter. It's going to be a longer grind for the way that we may be taking, but we both know it's going to be worth it, and we can do it. We got to be dedicated. Mamba mentality is about keep going, never quit. You got a Kobe tattoo, bro. He your favorite player, so you know. Yeah. But for the rest of the world, like you gotta keep that mentality. Sometimes when you going into a field, when you know you have to be dedicated. Like if like people like Nip and Pusha T don't show you, if you don't be consistent and work hard and really show better improvement, and like even Lil Baby, each album, each song he did kept getting better over this 4 or 5 year span. That's where he at now. You just gotta just keep working, keep recording. Even Future, he said he recorded everywhere he go. He recorded every day because he don't know. He may come up with that vibe that may get him lit or whatever. So you have to keep that dedication to get this done. That's the main reason for that line.
And then for Quarterbac Pack, I've been working on my heart. I've been trying to forgive. Explain that.
I've been working on my heart. I've been trying to forgive. Y'all, young me, right? Young me, I held grudges, a whole lot of grudges, you heard me? And so, my mama used to tell me, you know, you ain't never gonna see peace until you, dog, you see me talking. No, I'm just playing. But my mama used to tell me, you heard me, you ain't gonna never see peace until you let all that go. And so, you know, it's a process. I'm trying to learn. You know, I'm learning. I'm learning how to forgive. I'm learning how to just let things, let things go. Let bygones be bygones. You heard me? So ain't no long-winded story. Just trying to. What did Brossie say? You trying better ways of living decent. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying better ways of living decent.
No cap.
So, what's next for y'all for music?
We in the air with it.
We in the air with it. You know.
Coming soon.
We dropping a little joint, a little joint gerb.
Real quick one time. Give y'all some look into our realm of how we do things from both of us, for where the chemistry, the creative energy would be like from both of us.
Yeah, this little joint project called I'm in the air with it. Or we in the air. It's called In the Air with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little saying that we like to say.
Yeah.
I mean, we taking off. We
doing our thing.
You gotta excuse me if I don't make eye contact. I'm finna go into another realm right now.
I'm in a whole other world.
I'm about
Excuse
to go
me,
to
being
another
distant a
world.
little bit. So,
But yeah, we're working on a little joint gerb. That's what's the song? Count Your Blessings is the first single off that.
Got another one coming soon. Project coming
soon. And it's fire. I can't play it on the pod. I can play it for you though after we get off.
I would get up. Sorry, y'all.
That's fine with me.
Hey, y'all. Sorry. Matter of fact, y'all go on my man Nino's podcast, bro. Listen to it. They get enough. This episode get enough views. We just dropped the whole tape right down. Nino, I'm sorry. And y'all turn my bands up. I'll let you know. From the CEO and president of Top Class
Turn
Records.
this up, cuz you don't get the exclusive.
Nino get the exclusive, and we dropping it on his podcast, bro. We're gonna give him exclusive songs to give y'all. And some we're gonna give him the deluxe before it come out if y'all get enough views on this, man.
Hey.
Yo, real life, we just working, bro.
We just trying to get better each day. Every time we step in the studio, work on what we need to work on. And just, like you said, get better, take off, do our thing, bro, and work.
And stop taking this gift that we got for granted.
Right. So. Stop playing with cuz, like you said. And really,
stop playing with cuz. God.
Like for real, like
stop playing with the man.
Bro, and really use your God-given abilities, even if it's at any level. God gives us all different things to do for a reason, and use them, because you never know. You may spark the mind of somebody that could really do something. You never know. So if you got a God-given ability, don't take it for granted.
I fuck with that. And I want to say one more thing before I have them shout out where you can find them on social media and everything, and all the music platforms. I know these guys since 2017. My first song I listened for them was 5. Ever since that song, they've gotten better and better and better and better each song.
Thank you, bro.
Something different. They've grinded. They will get there. They'll get there. I have no doubt they'll get there, and I believe in them. They're gonna make it. That grind and hustle, like they were talking about in this episode, will get them there. Just don't quit. Y'all get there eventually, and just keep on grinding, cause y'all improve every time. Y'all improve every time. I'm always gonna listen to y'all shit, and that's not just because I'm y'all bro or nothing like that. That's just something. Y'all have good music. I'll tell y'all something was trash too. But
at least you know the yes man, bro. We appreciate that so much.
I don't believe you, because some of that was trash. You tell me.
We ain't gonna lie. Some of the songs you got the songs we know. We talking
Okay. There might have been some. I don't listen to them, but I listen to a lot of them though. I listen to probably like 80% of y'all music.
Thank you, bro. Cause I don't do that.
The older song, I don't know what. I had to delete some of them off my SoundCloud.
On me, we talked about that one day. We cleared them off.
I had to delete it. I was like, why nobody told me? No, but all in all, I just want to say to everybody, whatever, it ain't even pertaining to music no more. Whatever it is that you're doing, bro, keep your foot on next, bro. You got to keep doing it. Keep grinding. Don't let people discourage you, because everybody with a mouth going to want something to say. You heard me? So don't even matter what they saying. Keep that tunnel vision. Keep that Marvel mentality. Keep your foot on next. That's all I gotta say.
To go off what Pac said, bro. Like you said, keep your foot on they next. Put the work in their face, and they eventually gonna come. And it shows every time. People be releasing songs forever, and then that one time, because it may be that one time you give up, may be the time when you was really about to take off. So don't let these people discourage you. keep, like Pac said, keep that tunnel vision and keep looking forward to what the goal is. Get your plan together and stay focused on the plan. Stay true to the plan and keep pushing and grinding.
And if you're doing it with any type of morals and integrity, it's gonna take longer.
Yeah.
So don't be discouraged by the grind. It's beauty in that grind. I just want you to know.
It's a beautiful struggle.
It's a beautiful struggle.
We're gonna say that because the grind and with the morals is gonna feel so much better when you finally make it. Now you didn't put none of your integrity, your moral integrity in jeopardy of what's going on. You didn't sacrifice nothing for $1. You didn't say I was gonna be a character or whatever. Just keep your integrity. Be you, bro, and it's gonna feel so much better. It's gonna be a beautiful struggle, and each accolade gonna feel like
and you
$2
appreciate
billion.
it more when you don't say it so.
Yeah, when you don't sell your soul for that quick come up to come in, bro, you go feel so much better about it.
That's a fact.
Y'all want to go ahead and tell them where they can find you music-wise and shout out your social medias? Go ahead.
Hey, yo, find my man on Instagram, King Threezy. That's his name on Instagram.
Don't
I would say
follow
again, King Threezy. His name is Quarterbac Pack. Probably the coldest rapper I've seen in my life. I know him personally, but I'm just letting y'all know. I'll tell y'all if he was trash. But follow my man on Instagram. What's your Twitter? You said
My Twitter, follow me on Instagram, King Threezy. Follow me on Twitter, Chief Threezy. Somebody stole King Threezy. Whoever stole my Twitter name,
It's up.
It's up. I don't care. I'm gonna find
we
you. It's up.
on your neck.
It's lit for you. But anyway, follow me on Instagram, King Threezy. Follow me on Twitter, Chief Threezy. Go run up to SoundCloud, Top Class Records, and Quarterbac Pack. You know, Quarterbac with 2 C's, because you know they be stealing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
You know, follow me on Instagram at TPC_Almighty Omilly. Follow me on Twitter, you know, Almighty Omilly, one word. I tweet back. You know, we can have a conversation on Twitter, bro. I talk back, bro. Ask a couple questions, cool. You know, I talk back, but you know, don't be on there talking crazy.
Yeah. Cause my big homie know how to get IP address. We be at your mama front door. No,
yeah. We got the IP and the drop like back on the Xbox Live gamer chat, bro.
Yeah.
It's like
Cause I be talking peace, but I keep never mind.
Yeah, we're talking peace, but it's about, you know what? No, we're just playing, but follow us. You know, follow the record label page, Top Class Records on Instagram. You know, follow my man. Wago too.
Yogi said to follow him too. So
Follow my dog Coogee. I know y'all. His name is Yogi, but when I'm here, his name is Coogee.
That's his rap name.
That's his stage name. His name is Coogee. Follow the dog Coogee. You know who is Lil Cujo.
Yeah, you know that's his Instagram. We about to make the page right now. But follow it. Who is Lil Kojo? Kojo, whatever. Kojo, he the man in the dojo. Let him do his thing. All right.
I'm here.
Yeah, don't forget to follow them on Spotify. Listen to them on Apple Music. Almighty Omilly, Quarterbac Pack, Top Class Records. Give them a listen. You won't regret it. And that'll be the end of episode.
Go stream, count your blessings. Run that up and run Nino's podcast. And follow my man. What's your handles, Nino? You better tell every episode.
Handle is Nino Pro 25 on Instagram. You know, run that up too. Trying to make it out there in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But
subscribe to the podcast.
Yeah, do all that. And with all that being said, all praise, honor, and glory to the man up above. And I must say, I'm sorry, I gotta take over your podcast for a second. I must say, in the air coming out soon. You heard me. Stay tuned. And to reach the Father, you must go through the Son. I'm really in the air with it.
Oh, my man just told you, but in the air with it coming soon. Stream, count your blessings, and y'all, bruh. Please and thank y'all. Subscribe to us on YouTube too. Top Class Records on YouTube too, and Almighty Omilly on YouTube. Man, and you know what? Follow my man Nino, bruh. That's it. Turn my mans up.
I appreciate it.
Nino about to change his Instagram name to Nino the Joint.
Yeah, Nino the Joint. This is the joint for real, son. Hey, bow, hey, follow my man.
I appreciate y'all coming on the podcast.
Appreciate you for having us, bro.
That'll be at the end of episode 4 of Stutter podcast. Just a disclaimer, my dog was on the podcast too. Don't worry about him. He has his opinion too.
Let him get his off, bro.
He'll have his opinion. So
he just gotta keep his hands to himself. Don't touch me, man.
I ain't gonna lie. He like touch people too much.
But thank y'all for listening and tune in for episode 5. Peace.